You look in the mirror and you don't even recognize the reflection staring back at you. Skin feels dull. The spark in your eyes seem dimmed. You swear you've aged a decade in a whole entire year. This isn't just stress, my friends. This isn't just stress. This is a real phenomenon. This is the hidden toll of narcissistic abuse, a silent process that attacks your internal to the external body, your mind, your soul. Today, we're going to break down exactly how narcissistic abuse literally ages you from the inside out. And I'm going to talk about why, and the psychological processes, and actually what goes on physically and what you can do to reverse that damage. Interested? Watch this video. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So I have been called to make this video after I've had a few requests for something like this. I think I put a post out earlier this week, and people were just saying to me, yeah, like, how does this actually happen? Like, I can see the effects of this. I can see how the narcissistic abuse has actually literally aged my face. And this is a really sad thing to have to talk about. But, you know, here on this channel, this is all about truth. What we have gone through is something that is really sad. And I know that's an understatement. I know it's been really awful. And I want to talk about the effects and the toll that narcissistic abuse, stress, anxiety, depression, the trauma cycle, what is all of this, how it has had an effect on our body. And now we are seeing the signs. We might not even be with that person anymore. Most of us probably aren't. But the good thing is that you can actually reverse this. You know, I've got to say this here, that if those of you that have been following me for quite some time on this channel will also be able to see how my face, how my body has changed over the time that I've been on YouTube. Because when I first started, I didn't look like this. So if any of you are actually interested, go and have a look at my earlier videos. Like, I'm talking like those ones back in the day. My face, the way that I am, my confidence, everything, the style of the video, literally everything was completely different. So what I will say to you, let this be like an example that you can heal from this and you can move forward. Please don't think that you are going to be stuck. And please don't think that you can't get over this, because you so can. And those of you that have been on this channel for quite some time, please do put in the comments the things that you would have used, or strategies and things that you would have done to help you move forward from this, because honestly, there is a way out of this. So, okay, my friends, let's get into the video. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to kind of look at the certain things that is targeted by stress and what happens. And the first thing that I wanted to look at is how stress reshapes your face. Yeah, it literally reshapes your face. You look completely different. And a lot of you will probably agree with me on this one. Let's start with what you see in the mirror. Okay, so it's like what I said in the beginning of this video, like you're looking in the mirror, but the reflection that's staring back at you is not you. You can recognize that you have aged like literally 5 to 10 years in 1 year. And you're thinking, oh my God, like, how is this possible? You know, you've got like puffy eyes, saggy skin. You might even, like, your skin might even be a grayish color, dark circles that sleep can't even fix. And what this is called is a stress mask. And what happens is when there is too much cortisol in your body over a prolonged period of time, this takes an effect on the way that your body looks, the elasticity of your skin. You see, the thing is, when you're waiting for the next outburst or the next silent treatment, trying to figure all of this out, it is all of the nutrients, all of the vitamins, everything that you probably aren't feeding yourself And if you are, they are being used up to other resources, like trying to flush the cortisol out of your body, like trying to cope with this situation. And your skin, literally, because the nutrients aren't getting into those cells, what happens is your skin is not getting the nourishment. So it will look saggy, it will look grey, your jaw will sit wrong, you will have dark circles, because sleep isn't going to be able to fix them anymore, because you've got a higher level of cortisol in your body. Collagen is the protein that makes your skin supple, tight, but that isn't being produced anymore. Instead, like what I said, all the nutrients, all the vitamins, everything is going into cortisol production, because you fear, your body thinks that you are in fight or flight mode. So it's actually getting you ready to either fight, flight, or freeze. So in either way, your body is getting ready for some type of action. So there's adrenaline, cortisol that is running around in your body. It's not being used up. So it just sits there, it sits on your organs. And what it does do is it strains them. And later on in this video, I'm going to talk about how it does affect certain organs in our body. And it breaks, so cortisol breaks down the collagen in your body. Of course, the first place you're going to see it is on your face, because that is what represents you. That is what you see every single day, all day. And in some people, it can even trigger or worsen rosacea, acne, other skin issues. And what you will see in the mirror is someone who is exhausted, someone who is not you, and also your energy is going to be completely different. And that is also going to be evident on your face. And this is the physical proof of what it is like to walk on eggshells. The next one, the crown of thorns, where your hair is lost, where you lose hair. Have you ever found that you are losing more and more hair in the shower? When you're stressed, your hair tends to break. Does your ponytail feel thinner? Can you see more of your scalp than what you used to? And it's a real sign, a real physical sign of the toll of trauma. Just like it hurts your skin, it will hurt your hair. It will get thinner. It will get grayer. Most of the time, your hair is in a growth stage, but when you're experiencing chronic stress over a longer period of time, what it does do is it freezes, and it freezes the follicles. So the hair is not in the growth stage, it is stopped. It stops from growing. And because the body is under stress and there is heightened levels of cortisol and adrenaline, it will literally make your hair fall out. Because again, the resources, the nutrients are going into cortisol and adrenaline production. It's going into preparing you to fight or flight or freeze. And this condition is called telogen effluvium. I'm going to put this here. And a few months later, all of the hair will fall out, and you could discover that you have a single bald patch, but an overall thinning. You will see that your hair has become really, really thin. And I feel like it's not just narcissistic abuse, because a lot of people do go through this when they are stressed, when they are highly anxious. They will tend to lose hair. I've come across clients a lot in my work who have actually noticed this, and it's become really difficult for them, because especially as women, you know, it is very visible. But not only just women, because I mean also for men, you know, this is also going to be very visible. You're not going to look the way that you used to, and your hair's not going to feel the way that it used to. It might even, just because it's maybe might not fall out, but it just feels very dull. Like it needs some sort of condition, you know, like some help. Your hair has lost its life and vitality, because it's the very stress that is draining your spirit. The thinning hair, I'm so sorry. I know, like, some of you will be going through. Well, this is also the visible signs of the trauma of narcissistic abuse. The body's emergency brake, chronic pain. Do you live in weariness so deep in your bones that sleep won't touch it? Have you developed a mysterious ache, headaches, or gut problems, or even heart problems? This isn't about you just getting older. This is what happens when your nervous system malfunctions. So think of your nervous system as having a gas pedal, like the fight or flight. Okay, so when it is supposed to be in the fight or flight, the gas is put on full blast. And the thing is, when you are in full blast over a longer period of time, think about what that is doing to your body. That is really straining your organs, all of your internal organs over a longer period of time. But what's important here is that there is no time for recovery. So there's no kind of respite from the stress. As a result, the immune system becomes suppressed. So you're likely to pick up anything that's going. So you will most probably get unwell. There's chronic inflammation, which can also contribute to an autoimmune condition where the body's own immune system starts to attack itself. As a trauma expert who has documented this, Dr. Mate Gabor, there's a powerful line between unresolved trauma, emotional stress, and a huge range of physical illnesses. So can you see how all of this has an effect? This is literally because of elevated levels of cortisol that is in your body. And what the cortisol does, it's a hormone. And what happens when it's mixed with adrenaline, that's the rocket fuel, and that's going around in your body. And what it does do is it sticks to your internal organs, causing inflammation. And because it's very difficult for the body to flush it at those times when the body is making more levels of cortisol and adrenaline and then trying to flush it, like, it doesn't work like that. So that's what I'm saying. The body never has time to rest, to be able to have respite from all of this. So the body is constantly producing this. So it's constantly making this hormone, and this hormone is attacking the internal organs. And what happens is, of course, this is going to have a toll. This is going to have an effect on the body. And that's why these illnesses come up, the autoimmune diseases, fibromyalgia, heart palpitations, gut issues, IBS. It's really sad. It's really sad because stress will strain the body. This is why it is always really important for you to look after yourself. Meditation, journal club. I've got meditations on my website that are pre-recorded. Have a look. All the details are in the description box below. Or the journal club, where we journal every single week. This helps to calm the nervous system, to help you to understand, to connect to yourself, connect to your body. But this is what happens with narcissistic abuse. And this strain that the narcissist puts upon you, this is exactly how they live their life. So can you see how that is then if you are affected by that? So it's not fair. And yes, this is a real thing. And yes, it does happen. But ultimately, my friends, please know that this can be reversed. The fog wall, the cognitive dissonance, and the temporary memory loss. You start to misremember things. It starts to attack the things that you remember. And sometimes you don't remember, but then you think that there's something wrong with you. The little things that you tend to forget and not remember, or the things that have passed you by that you didn't see. This is part of your brain trying to recover from the stress. You see, recovery doesn't really happen straight away after you leave the narcissist. You need time to be able to land because your nervous system is still being triggered. So your body needs time to feel safe and to land in the moment. This is why you get this temporary memory loss. This stress is having an effect on your hippocampus, which is the vital part for learning and memory. Research shows that there is a link between prolonged stress and its exposure to high cortisol and the reduction in the size of hippocampus. So basically, it reduces your brain size. This isn't just an abstract idea. This has been backed by research. You might find yourself struggling with short-term memory issues, unable to remember conversations or events clearly. And this is why gaslighting works so well. And this is the brain fog. This is what is happening. It's disrupting your brain function. The synapses can't communicate. The neural networks become clogged. And this is what happens. Can you see how this abuse is having an effect on your whole entire system, your whole entire body? And this is not fair on you. There's also the unexplained changes in your body. Like, this is aching, that's aching. You can't do something. You realize that you're taking slower where before, you used to be able to do things a lot faster. This isn't aging. This isn't a normal part of aging. This is what stress does to the body. Recognizing these signs in yourself is painful. I get it. It's so hard and it is so upsetting. But please know that you're not alone and that help is available. Ultimately, what needs to be done here is your nervous system needs to be calmed. You need a reset of your nervous system. And there are many ways to be able to do that. I do offer one-to-one consultations to help you understand this a lot better. But things like journaling, getting out into nature, like these are alternative things, yes, of course, but your nervous system is attuned to the natural world, to your environment. So whilst you might be thinking, oh, can I take some pills or go to the doctor? No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, this is going to take time and time for you to work on yourself. This is going to be a whole life overhaul. This is going to be about you changing your lifestyle habits. This is going to be about changing the way that you think about things and what you eat and the people that you have around you as well. And if this resonates with you, please know that you are not alone. Okay, you are not alone in this. So many people have gone through this but have also recovered. And it's also important to find a trauma-informed therapist, someone who can work with you on this and can help you. If you have found this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Every single subscribe does help to inform and help other individuals. Please share this video as well if you know someone would be able to benefit from this. The abuse does age you, but you can reverse it. I know this because I've managed to do this myself too. Obviously, yes, you have to look after yourself, but ultimately this is an energetic decline, okay, that's what the narcissist does, but you can reverse your energy and you are in full control of this. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.